Okay, I know I'm on a break, but I need y'all to do me a favor. So this is a request, and this is in regards to the Carlee Russell situation, especially after Mr. Pink Suit, Prada Suit, Mr. Nikki D, PD, Chief of Hoover, came out and made his statement today in regards to Miss Carlee Russell's history. I need y'all to macro this situation, and before you think on validity, I need y'all to look up that PD's history. This is the same PD for the last 4 decades that has been under high scrutiny for acts of racism, discrimination, and police brutality and unaliving. This is the same PD that is responsible for the police unaliving of E.J. Bradford at the mall, where he was pew-pewed in his head, neck, and back, where the same police chief, Mr. Nikki D, in his pink suit back then made a statement after that unaliving that said this, only 20 hours later to come back and make this statement. Pause and read. Okay, so this is the man that we're supposed to listen to in regards to what are facts and what is truth. This is the same PD that is still under suit from the family of E.J. Bradford, the same PD that had an officer who posted a picture of a peaceful protester with a target on them, a peaceful protester who was protesting the unaliving of Rayshard Brooks of Atlanta. This same PD that out of their whole area arrested the most amount of peaceful protesters that was protesting the unaliving of George Floyd in 2020. This is the same PD who has started this dramatics that they are known for since the beginning of Mr. Nikki D, Chief Mr. Nikki D Pink Suit's history. You can look up that story for yourself. The same PD also that was under high investigation, and here's the case, for pulling over marginalized people and asking for identification only to receive proper identification and then go through their stuff to find something to arrest them for, keep them in a cell. And it was highly on immigrants who were unfamiliar with the law, who were then told they could not be released unless they pled guilty, because it's the same PD that is still refusing to release evidence in regards to unaliving, discrimination, documentations, and footage of racism. And that is what I would like for one of you guys to jump onto, because before we even go and critique Miss Carlee Russell on what she was doing, what she was not doing, I need you to ask yourself one question. I need you to ask yourself, how convenient would it be for a police chief and a PD who is under high scrutiny, a police chief and PD under high scrutiny of discrimination of valid marginalized voices, to then find a voice and highlight that voice as someone that can be invalidated? I'm watching this play out as a layman. I can tell you that whole PD knew exactly what was going on from the first time they heard that 911 call and blew up this story specifically for the reason to cause an invalidation of marginalized voices, because they are under high scrutiny. As far as I'm concerned, the bigger impact is this police department and what they're doing specifically in an area that has one of the highest because it's shocking to me that a police chief, Mr. Nikki D, in his pink Prada suit would get on the news and tell people of an area that is dealing with human trafficking at a high level and degree, with hundreds of people going missing in that area, would open up his lips and advise that community, advise that area, that there are no abductors to worry about, an area that is dealing with high human trafficking. Because whether Carlee looked up the taken or didn't look up the taken, and whether she's telling the truth or she's not telling the truth in her history of speculation, what we can be sure of is this police department themselves is full of more fucking drama, inconsistencies, and history of concern than Miss Carlee. If I can be completely honest with you, knowing strategy, and we say whoever jumps on this to further investigate, follow the money, because I know how the elite operate. But in no way would anything that happened in regards to this situation make me not believe a black woman.